All right, on this video, you're gonna learn how to set up a cold calling campaign for motivated sellers in under 5 minutes. So it's kind of crazy how easy it is now to pull up a motivated seller's phone number after getting a super targeted list. The fact that you can do that is a concern, and we'll talk about that in another video, but I'm gonna show you real quickly how you can pull a motivated seller list super targeted for your market and then quickly have a team start to cold call that and qualify leads on your behalf in under 5 minutes. There's really no excuses anymore not to be crushing it in your market. Now, it's what you do with the leads once they come in that really matters. It's really all about lead conversion in 2019. And Investor Fuse is all about helping investors convert more of those inbound opportunities into closed deals. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna show you how to use two tools in conjunction. The first tool is called PropStream, and we're gonna dig in. I'm gonna show you exactly how to set up a targeted list, quickly skip trace and get the cell phone numbers of the property owners in that list, and then quickly dish that out to one of our vendors that we use, Call Porter, to start doing the outbound reach for you. And I'll give you everything you need, all the links that you're gonna need right underneath this video, but let's go on and dig in and I'll show you the walkthrough. How to set up a cold calling campaign in 5 minutes. All right, so you're gonna sign up for PropStream first. That's propstream.com, spelled like that. Underneath this video, there's a link where you can get a 7-day free trial. And I think it has a cap to how many properties you can pull. But if you want to actually use the strategy, you gotta upgrade your account so that you can pull more than whatever the minimum number of properties is. But this tool is incredibly powerful. Not only does it let you do super targeted searches, for instance, if we want to go to Raleigh, North Carolina, it will automatically segment the list by high equity, vacant liens, cash buyers, foreclosures, auctions, pre-foreclosures, MLS. And on top of that, you can filter it down with some really epic list types. If you only want to do high equity or bankruptcy or divorce even, and they reset their data every single day. Really quality stuff here and a super easy to use interface for something so complicated. So let's say we want to just pull a list of around 1,000 people and I want it to be super targeted, and then we're gonna move it over to the skip tracing side of this app and then skip trace all those properties right under the same roof. It's pretty incredible how we're living in a day and age where you can do this all under the same roof. So here's how you would go and set it up. So let's do some vacant properties in Raleigh. I'm gonna filter it down. I'll just leave that off. Let's see, you can say owner occupied or non-owner occupied. So we'll say vacant, absentee owner. It's always a good list. And then let's say, we only want, most roofs only last around 30 years. So let's just go back to like 1993. As far as the year built, the minimum, actually the maximum, do that maximum. There we go, or earlier. And then we can even go to the ownership info and say that they've owned it for a minimum of 10 years. And then let's only do individual owners, not corporations. You can also do some fancy stuff on here like the MLS status. You could sort it out by active, contingent, fail, pending, sold, and only look at MLS properties. So this is a way to access your MLS without getting, a realtor's license pretty much. And then you can do cool stuff like sort it by the lien type, how much equity is in the property. So we can say, we'll just leave this blank for now and see how many we have here. So we have 5,000 leads or so. So let's filter it down even more by going up to here. So let's filter it down with some high equity here. Let's say as a minimum of 25% equity, maximum 90% equity. All right, and that whittled it down to 2,000. So let's do one more filter to really get super targeted here. And we can do it based on, let's just see what happens if we put this high equity list on. But really you can get as creative as possible just based on your knowledge of your market. And you can even see a heat map of where all these properties are. If you really wanted to get targeted, see, I'm just doing the whole city. You should get targeted into the zip code. So get into the actual nooks and crannies of your market to understand where the properties are selling and where your cash buyers are buying. Pull that list. I'll do one more filter here. Let's say foreclosure status. Let's see what happens for the pre-foreclosure list. Nah, that's super targeted. So if you went and door knocked these properties, there's probably a deal in there somewhere. Look at how much equity these has. So this is unlike list source because it really is tailored towards motivated sellers and specifically our business model of buying and selling distressed properties. So let's just go with this list for now. I just wanted to show you a quick example of how to do this. And then you're going to say add to list. And you can say create new and then say Raleigh, save. Now that's going to add all of these properties into your marketing list. Now the cool thing with PropStream is you can actually go and you can email these people once you skip trace them. You can send voicemails to them once you skip trace them using ringless voicemail. And you can send them postcards, and you can set up your postcard sequences all within PropStream. It's a really powerful system. But for now, let's just do the skip trace because we're going to have a separate team cold call this list. So once we have all of our properties in our marketing list here, now we can actually go and skip trace them. So here's how to do that. Go over to skip tracing, and it kind of walks you through here, so it's super simple. And then select Raleigh. It's going to load up all the contacts, and then say add selected contacts. And once those are added as selected contacts, you click on done. It says 1630 contacts selected. Click next. This is how easy it is. It gives you the total cost for how much it's going to cost to skip trace these. You're charged 30 cents per successfully appended record. If a record comes back with multiple phone numbers, you still only pay 30 cents. Now this is quality data. This isn't your junk skip trace data. It's quality, and you're going to get a pretty high touch rate with these phone numbers. So it's going to give you landlines and cell phone numbers, and you're only going to get billed when there is a match on that. So you'll have your credit card loaded up, and you just click on place order, and then it's going to send you, once that's done, you can go to your skip tracing tab here, you go to your contacts tab, and you go to your finished skip tracing job right here, and you basically can go in and see their email addresses, their phone numbers, and all of the information you need to actually get a hold of that super targeted list. How crazy is that? So once you have that list, you're going to select all, click on export, and it's going to export that whole list out with the person's name, their address, and their phone number. And then we use two different vendors. You can use Call Porter. They'll do all your outbound calling. So you send them the list, and I'll include the link to who you should email below this, sales@callporter.com. And I believe they charge in 5-hour increments. So it's like $175 every 5 hours for them to just use a dialer system and just make outbound calls all day. They have a $500 setup fee, but if you say that I sent you through Investor Fuse, you'll get $250 off of your setup fee. So literally you can send them a spreadsheet and they will start cold calling, and they have US-based reps. Call Porter is US-based reps. They are trained on how to handle seller leads. They'll qualify the leads, and then once they're qualified, you give them a web form to your CRM or your lead conversion system, and they'll send that lead in for you to do your job. You can even have them set the appointment for you, so you just basically are showing up to an appointment. What I just showed you can take around 5 minutes. You should know what zip code to target, pull the list, skip trace the list, send it over to Call Porter, and they will start doing the outbound calls. You can also use Seller Sniper, John Martinez's company, and they have a different pricing model where they only pay when you speak to someone. They only pay when you actually connect. And it's $1.25 for landline and $2.50 for wireless connection when an agent actually speaks on your behalf. So that's a different pricing structure. These are Filipino-based callers, so it's a little bit more affordable, but they're not U.S. native speaking people, but they're still pretty good speaking people. You can check them out here. So check that out. You send them the list, and they will do the fun cold calling part for you. They'll qualify the leads and put all the information into a web form. And basically with that, you can directly reach super highly motivated and targeted sellers. And because it's so easy to do that, you really have to make sure you have a solid lead conversion system like an investor fuse in place, capturing these leads once they're in. And then once they're captured, you can do what you do as an acquisitions person, as a real estate investor, to lock that deal up, purchase the property, wholesale it, rehab it, buy it for buy and hold, or whatever your exit strategy is. So I hope this video helped. Make sure to check out PropStream, because we just kind of glossed over the surface of PropStream. The link to the free trial is below this video, so use that. That is an affiliate link, so I will get some sort of commission from that, but at the same time, you get to try it out for 7 days. So win-win. Hope this video helped, and if you have any questions, shoot us an email to info@investorfuse.com.